Alright, so we gonna make a video and I'm gonna do one on Jay the Black. But it's gonna be chemistry L3, excuse me, L3. And let me say something about someone's Spanish being horrible. Even though I'm not a native speaker, and let me clarify, since according to my geographical research, I am African American, French, Spanish, Creole. That's the Louisiana part of my roots. From Texas, by the way. I'm born in Texas. Built family from here, but we have ancestry, Native American. That was one of the first non-black ancestors that was taught me heritage. I was told when I was a child 30 years ago, and then also I'm English and Irish descent. I have English on both my mom and dad's side. I thought only on the dad's side, but then I found out my fourth grandmother had a great grandmother was English and also Irish descent, and so her son, who had a Creole father, my great grandfather, excuse me, was married to a woman that's named Real. Well, actually, it was Riles, but it was changed to it was Real first. Then it became Riles later on. I don't know how they did that. I guess they misspelled it because her dad, Armstead Real, but then they changed it later on when she was born, Raul. So that was her maiden name. So that means that's Spanish because they say his parents from Louisiana in the census, and we know about this. If I have to mention this in the video, that Spain comes from Louisiana first before the French, so that's where the Spanish come from. And so I did not know I was part Espanol, parte Latino to now, this year, okay? So, but I've been speaking Spanish since I was in high school, and sometimes my Spanish did tumble, because, I speak in moderate, and I'm mostly in a mixture around people African American and Latino, but, and then you have people who are racist try to discourage me, because they want, they want you to be thuggish and ghetto and trash and talk, dehumanize your black DNA, call it like it is, but they don't want you to be universal and educated. And what Lil' Kim did in her video, she did not say she was a Spanish woman trying to black ass and being for real. She was joking. Can y'all please get that in your head? Oh, because she bleached her skin. Okay, well, when white people go get a tan to get close to my camera complexion, they hate themselves. I know white people who do say they don't like their pale complexion and they look sick. And they one particular one, that was in El Paso, Texas, who worked at Jocko under his business, was a white man, blonde blue. I said, I had look pale, I look sick, I want to look brown like a Mexican. Yes. And never make fun of Michael Jackson. I get tired of these old damn hypocrites, but if you are white, you can do what the fuck you want to do. Your personal color, especially if you have one drop of Negro blood, you have to be told what to do by others, and if you don't do it accordingly, then they call you a self-hater when you actually just expressing yourself and exploring your freedom when you don't live by what they say because you're no longer a slave, right? Okay, let's call it like this. This is America. At all places will be land of the free. And we're about to have, and I'll be land of the free, so we got Trump as the president. But anyway, let's go ahead with the video, okay? And so, he's going about, well, black men going to Latin America and to get pussy and get married to Latinas, and black women getting dick from Latino men. But that's not, dude. How many times I've been heard when we had apartment renovations here back in spring. And a lot of Latino guys from Central America, like Mexico, which is not, but its own country, but you have Central America, like South, Salvador and all that, was here. And every time these sisters, whether it be dark skin, camera, light, whatever, brown, whatever, will walk around in the hood, they start whistling. Especially my homegirl, who's a little bit lighter than me. She kind of remind me of Taja P. Henson. These two sisters, they're not related, but one particular one called Taja P. Henson from my eyes, okay? Them Don Ross eyes, yeah, right. And they were whistling at her, and I had to tell them in Spanish, they asked me novia, even though she's not my girlfriend, but, because she kept, dang, all these men keep her ratting. And then one particular girl, I know she was a teenager, thought she was a grown woman, and I said, no, es una niña, es a jovencita, es no adulta. I had to tell her that, okay? So, point is, they did not know. So you can't sit here talking about that. You don't see, because I know, because you actually debunk your own argument. You say you had Latino male friends in New York Mexican, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Cuban, whatever Latino and that nationality, saying how many black women they fucked. So my question is to you, chemistry, F3, okay? You need to skyet their way, okay? Pendejo way. The reason why you're saying because you just debunk your argument. You saying you don't see a bunch of black women go, but why are they fucking the black women if they don't want black women? Same thing why are these women fucking the black men? Even though African Americans are not pure black. And let me say about, my grandfather is Spanish, whatever. I don't make up this shit up about my heritage. I don't know. I met people and caught them in fraud, but I had since 1993 been searching my experience ever since watching the movie Queen, but how to bury in that movie with Alex Haley to find out who I'm really, because a white man, one drop rule, lied to me about who I am. The one drop rule is used to hurt me and many of us, dog, like, whatever, of African American descent heritage, so we can be slaves, we can be dehumanized, we can be discriminated against. It was not used to help us. That was Mark Garvey's lies that W. Du Bois warned us a long time ago, and I'm with W. Du Bois 100%. When he attacked Mark Garvey and questioned about that money, where's that money? And that's when the FBI ran his ass, and he got in trouble. Trying to tell people we were 100% black and make fun of W. Du Bois. Yeah, Du Bois was wrong to call him the big fat dog, whatever he said. But he was wrong to get the Ku Klux Klan on the doggone man. This man went to the Ku Klux Klan and tried to get W. Du Bois in the NAACP. That's very true. And thank them for segregation. The same racism is causing them to not like the black side, right? But we're not pure black at the same time. We're mixed with African and European and American, just like you Latinos are. And you even admit on your Peruvian side, you got African in you, but you're afraid to mention the Mexican side because you know you do as well. See, many of you talking about you're not flocking to the community, but you have a lot of Latinos who flock to white communities and try to talk like white people. In particular, you. Don't have a acento to your swang in your talk. Yes, thank you very much when you speak Spanish, but you talk like a doggone American. So please, bashing American people, why you not get back with your accent first and then start making that bashing? Because you make yourself look so estupido in that video, in these videos. So you have a lot of them bleaching their hair blonde, putting blue contact lenses, getting Madre Perla bleaching lightning creams and everything else. You have a lot of them also wishing they would not marry another Hispanic woman, because I had a friend that was like this, but marry a white woman. You have those who want a white man. You have those who don't want black or Hispanic men. They won't just want black Hispanic women. They want a white person, period. And mejor de raza, marry them white people. I have heard many white women. I have a white woman friend, and she used to hate catching the bus, and she married to a white man, had to get her husband involved in this. Because so many Mexican, but she understand not everybody in Houston is Mexican, that's Hispanic. But Mexican man was harassing her, you know, it's in La Güera, La Guarita, how they call them, okay? Yes, La Blanquita, Guarita, walking around, okay? And whistle at her. Now, my question is to you. Before you start talking a lot of shit, I went to a predominantly white school. It became predominantly Hispanic. A lot of white folks left. Sure did. Because they want someone like you around. Even though I'm mixed with Spanish, but the Spanish come from Spain. There's a black mixture in Louisiana. Okay? Not from Latin America. Not other side border. Okay? And yes, they do live in Texas. They used to be part of Mexico. I will admit that. So point is, you cannot sit here and make that argument. You have people, literally, I had a friend, and now he's dark hair, and he looks normal. He won't go by look him. This dude was like a black Latino guy, and he's a cool friend of mine. I want to talk bad about him, but when he bleached his hair blonde and put on blue color, because he's very fair skinned, now he like himself with that dark hair. I have seen a drag queen on VH1. Well, it was a VH1 of them doggone reality shows. Well, this dude was Colombian, Mexican. No, he was Colombian. He was Hispanic. And he does not look like a white person. But this dude literally got surgery to look like Madonna. A white woman. Put blue contact lenses on. And a blonde wig on his head, too. So, and he was a gay guy, and they had to try to make him say, look, you're not Madonna. He fixed his face, everything. So when he walked around town, everybody thought he was Madonna. Last time I checked, I know you're going to say, well, some people going to say, well, Latinos are not the ones from Latin America. Latinos are the French, the Romans, the Italians, and all the other stuff. Okay, but we have, in the modern time, we say Latino, Hispanic, we're talking about those who's mixed down, even though we include Spain, but it's mostly a white country. When I say most, because we know the Moors and the other people from India, which is the so-called gypsies, gave it some darker flavor. That's why you got some dark Spaniard people there. Okay? Alright. But point is, Moors came from Africa, mixed with both Sub-Saharan and Northern African mixture, a mixture, let's call it like it is. But when we talk about Latin, we're talking about mixed folks of different shades and colors and heritages from Latin America, because they make sure they want to specify that, because you ain't one of the white population here in the United States. You have many of them doing that. So my question, before you start talking about that, like the African American descendant people going, speaking Spanish and trying to go fuck some woman or fuck some man, whatever, because let me let you know, yeah, I like Latino women, don't get me wrong, I went to a Latino school, for example, I made a video about Gary Owens. He's white. He not married to a white woman. He used to be on BET because he married to a sister. I'm from the same city. Well, Paul Wall's from Jersey Village from the Northwest. Paul Wall love hip hop. Guess who he married? He ain't married to no white woman. Well, the sister got white DNA, just like Gary Owens' wife does. He married to a sister. The only way you can claim the white way, she got some white blood like I have, and besides Native American in her family tree. Okay? Thank you. So, usually, wherever culture you're from, or whatever culture you went to school with, you're going to like the women there. It's common. If you put a Latino kid in a predominantly black school, he going to like black women. Okay? And I never forget, I had a Latino friend. He's all these sisters in Louisiana. He was Salvadoran, by the way. It was after he was dating some sisters. That's what happens. So, and usually, I immersed to the Latino culture, and I found out I was part Latino. It just shocked me, But I will admit that, and something told me down, but you can't say you this without having any evidence to back it up. And me, I have evidence. Because my third grandmother, daddy, was real. And this owns the census. So, okay, and his parents were from Louisiana. So he must have been born a slave. I'm hoping maybe he was a free person of color, okay, in Texas. They stopped ignoring there were free people in the South who were African American descent. Let's call it like it is. And yes, besides Louisiana, it happened in other places in the South. They had to carry their papers with them. I hope some people know the history. If we're going to talk about slavery history, let's talk about that too. Okay? And that's why I had to agree with Sudal bashing these slave movies. Okay? And talk about the ones who, when you talk about those who were free during the time, that's what we need to talk about. Okay? But his last name was Real. It wasn't Rouse until they changed it. So you cannot sit here and make statements like that, dude. And you sound so stupid with that American accent. I swear. It sounds like you're trying to be Blanco. Or Guarito, as you say in Mexico. Okay? You sound more Pochito, in a way, before you start talking a lot of BS. You always bash, you have obsession with African-American descendant people. I noticed that. And I bet you while you talking about the women, you was having some sex in the hood. Talking about you don't go to the hood. But yeah, you talk about your friend being in the hood, doing this. You was getting some pussy too, from some sisters too. Let's call it like it is. I'm talking about the bad about Lil' Kim. Leave Lil' Kim alone. Lil' Kim, my black Native American sister, can do what the fuck she want to do to her body. If she want to turn her skin purple, green, blue, green, whatever. Last time I checked, we in America, right? So as Americans, can we supposed to allow folks to practice their freedom without buttoning their business? Like Lil' Kim said in her song, "Shut Up, Bitch." I hope you listen to that song on the next album. It was dedicated for someone like you. I love that song to the fullest. You stop being her business. She not technically was being serious, saying I'm a Spanish girl in a black woman's body. She was making a joke of it. And she was speaking Spanish. Yes, her Spanish is tumbling. And gonna just know, when I was learning Spanish, because if my Spanish was so terrible, I wouldn't have people ask me what part of Latin America I'm from. I get that question all the time when I speak Spanish. Because I practice it. I listen to the accents. Because we're from Texas, so she's from New York. Okay? And some people who speak Spanish just say, por favor. Yeah, but it's por favor. Okay? And so, I say, policia. You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn, listen to that, and I watched Latin American TV like Univision Telemundo. Malima was one of, well, not Malima, it was Maria Body. It was one of my favorite soap operas with Dalia, okay? Back in the 90s. I had to learn that, and I did not know I was learning my language, okay? So, let me let you know, homie, we are mixed. We're not, you say you fuck the one drop rule, stand by your claim, because you actually afford when certain type of people you don't accept as mixed. That's what your ignorance based on public dumbass opinion. Technically and educated in an occasional way, we're a multiracial people. We're not pure African descent. We're mixed with African, European, and American. We were classified as black to be dehumanized for having black blood. Let's call it like it is. And the folks who afford the one drop rule in the community who call us coons when you look in the mirror and call them own self coons because they act like a damn fiddler and on roots trying to hold somebody back so bad and trying to be a stumbling block to every fucking thing that a person does. Worse than a white person do, because I can expect a white person, but at least they're honest and at least they know I know who I'm dealing with. But those within, you know what the fuck you're dealing with. Somebody you, since you're Latino, you're no different. And since you do have African DNA, you don't want to mention your African heritage. I don't care if you don't look black or not. I'm not saying you should go around and say you pure black and throw faces in there. I'm talking about just admit you got mad at me for saying Afro-Mestizo when you have a woman named Blanca Vega on a documentary called herself, and she looked way better than you, by the way, and she looked mestizo.